Thank you, Chief Minister, for your very kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, and members of the media, very good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. As you know, this is not the first time the Chief Minister and I are meeting. We've had many regular meetings, and this is an important milestone in the engagements and the cooperation that we've had between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. And the reason why it's an important milestone is because, as you witnessed earlier, we had the signing and exchange of the shareholders agreement for the establishment of the Amravati Development Partners, as well as the concession and development agreement. And these are two important points, because in the journey that we've had up till now, whilst there are many visions and plans that we've announced, to get them executed, we need these legal entities to be properly secured and for the contracts to be properly secured. So that's taken some time, but I think now that we've got this, the companies in partnership with their counterparties in Andhra Pradesh are ready to move forward, and they will be starting with the Welcome Center project, and whilst they in parallel look at the opportunities in terms of the larger development in the seed area. The management company has already been set up, and the team has already had its office here for some time now, and I think that's another important development. So even as we are working out the agreements, the work has already been going on, and we're looking forward to seeing some significant progress on the ground over the next 6 months or so. The second thing I want to say is, apart from our engagement with the government of Andhra Pradesh on the development of Amravati capital city, has really been the broader engagement. The Chief Minister has been very kind in his compliments on Singapore, but the focus we've had is really around the economic elements, the urban development elements, and also in terms of the industrialization aspects and how we can take the city and the larger state forward. So we've had various initiatives. For your information, we now have an Amravati Partnership Office, because we had an MOU that was signed between the government of Andhra Pradesh and Singapore covering many of these areas. And we have an Amravati Partnership Office which the Singapore government has established, and they have been working hard on many of the aspects that the Chief Minister has already described. Whether it is around the economic aspects, bringing companies together to see how we can develop further in areas such as food and the agri sector, in the logistics sector, and several other priority areas for the state. The second aspect has been around institution and capacity building, especially in the urban planning and development. So our Center for Livable Cities has been working very closely with their counterparties here, not just to share experience, but also to see how we can enhance the planning and the execution capabilities as we develop this city. We are delighted that Chief Minister, you'll be leading a delegation to the World Cities Summit. I think the Amravati story is a very exciting one, and it's something that, because the World Cities Summit attracts attention from around the world, so it's an opportunity for Andhra Pradesh and for the Chief Minister to share your perspectives and your vision, not just with the audience in Singapore and our region, but the rest of the world. So I think that will be very highly anticipated. The last point I want to make is on the people side, because whilst we've been talking a lot about the building of the capital city and about the economic aspects and the institutional and capacity building aspects, we have wanted to emphasize the people-to-people connections, because this is really where the base is for the broader relationship between the state of Andhra Pradesh and the government and Singapore. So some of the things that the Chief Minister has highlighted, but I want to emphasize them. One was the opportunity for some of the landowners from Andhra to come to Singapore, and I think that was to give them a sense of what is possible, and I think it's to fire their imagination and also their aspiration. And we think that was a very successful visit. We also had a group of Singaporeans come here